Thanks for coming down and hanging out with me in the basement tonight. Well, this time I went back to eBay, found something good on one of my daily searches, and let's bring it around and show you what it looks like. What we've got is a Chessie System little DC switcher engine. Pretty much identical to this guy right here. Same kind of drive and everything, which is not a good thing. The one on the laser train is much improved. But this guy was sold as not working. We're going to test it out and see where it goes from there. Alright, so with the little bobber caboose here, we are missing a wheel set, and I think, hopefully fingers crossed, that this is going to be a standard one. Otherwise, I may not be able to use this. I'm thinking this is just a standard wheel set, though. Doesn't look like it's been used very much. It looks brand new. But that, I'll have to look through the part stash and see, hopefully, if I've got one. I wouldn't expect them to make a new axle just for this, but you never know. We got a broken little tab there, a lot of dirt, but this will clean up real nice. Getting closer, looking at this guy, number 8670. Let me take a look and see when that was made. Okay, this is why you got the books. I've got several books that are going to have this information, but this one's actually got the picture of it. Lionel Yard Boss. Number 8670 locomotive here. Yard Boss 8670. So that's pretty cool. Came with the locomotive and the bobber caboose and a couple cars. It's 1976. Alright, let's check it out. Might as well shut off the power supply. I can't run this on the main track yet, because this is DC only until I put a bridge rectifier in it. And I forgot to buy my bridge rectifiers. I really got to do that. But we can use a 9-volt battery here just to test things out. Let's see what happens. Okay. Motor runs, but nothing going on with the wheels here, so we need to dig a little farther. And I need to place an electronics order. Alright. So to get these open, it's really simple. We'll just pop 4 screws and check it out. Screws are out. Let's see what's inside. Shell looks pretty standard. Oh, we do got a crack. Nope, that's just dirt. This thing will clean up really nice. Apparently this is a model of the gas turbine. I guess that kind of gives it away there. So that's what it's called in the Greenberg's guidebook there. It's gas turbine, so that's nice. Nice shell. So here we got the lower portion. What's kind of cool is that these can go either way. Same with the motor. The motor can fit in there either direction, because I've got this one with the motor installed in the back. This one, it was installed in the front, but yeah, who knows. So the thing with these guys is they're riveted together. That makes the transmission a little hard to work on, or the gearbox. You got to drill it out. Always fun when you're kind of prying with something, screwdrivers, etc. Here we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So these wires, they're pretty delicately soldered there. I broke the blue one when I was messing around with it, but unfortunately the motor doesn't just pop right out. It's kind of neat to see how this is installed, though. Because the rivets are very soft brass, I was able to take my pliers and kind of peel up the bent over edge, and was able to do it without damaging the holes, which is something I was not able to do at the time when I tore into that many years ago. So hey, I learned something. Alright, so let's try to pull off this half and see what we see. There we go. Alright, we got peanut butter in there, of course. Surprisingly, the bottom gear is not cracked. Wonder what part was slipping. Let's hook it up to some power, see what happens. Shit, not quite. Alright, let's see here. Okay, it's the motor coupler. It's that black piece right there. Oh, we might be able to epoxy that. This might be fixable. Alright, so we got this piece. Ew, sticky, gooey. Okay. You know, maybe even super glue would work. Wow, we got some oil in there I have to take care of, but this thing is kind of yucky. But that is a good sign. Is it physically cracked? Yeah. Well, this is looking good. Let me get this gearbox cleaned up. Order up a wave bridge rectifier, full bridge rectifier there, and put her back together. Let's see how this motor runs. Let's see here. It's probably a good idea to pull it apart anyway and clean up the armature. Get any old lubrication out of there. Alright, cool. Back when I get this done. The coupler repair was successful. What I ended up doing in the end was breaking it open, because it was cracked in half anyway, so I finished it off. And then what I did was I had to take my knife and kind of carve out the back half a little bit more so the shaft would sit in there better. And then what it is, I reassembled it and then clamped it down and, well, super glued it, clamped everything together, and it's working real good. It'll work good for this. Here we go, just about ready to put the body back on. Oh man, I just realized something. I just realized something. Gotta unsolder those lights. I gotta put this like that. Oh well. No big deal. We'll get that change made. But hey, found these really nice small bridge rectifiers on eBay. Thought the price was pretty decent. I think it was like $1 a piece, or maybe $2, something like that. It was cheap. I'm okay with it. I bought a 5-pack. Another thing I bought was these guys. These are 12-volt light bulbs, and you can certainly use LEDs in here. Nothing wrong with that, but I like the look of light bulbs. So that's what I went with. The price I thought was pretty good on these two. I'll put a link in the description. But another thing I did, if you watched the video on the other small engine I've got, I heat shrunk the bulbs on. These are smaller bulbs, so I was able to use smaller heat shrink. That worked pretty good. And because this is very light color plastic, there was some light bleed on the top. So what I did was I used aluminum tape. This is actually like a metallized tape. It's not duct. It's not duct tape like you think of it. The 3M stuff with the strands and everything. This is actually like aluminum. So this is for duct work, and I bought it at Menards or something like that a long time ago, and it works really good. Here we go. First run with the body and headlights installed. Well, I am extremely happy with how this thing turned out. From a non-working engine with a broken coupler to a fully working engine that does work better than my original Republic, which makes sense. A, I've learned a lot more, and B, the motor is in much better condition. So, let me know what you think.